So I guess, Rylan, first of all, you mentioned right there, the big week. How are you feeling about that? It's finally Cat Grizz now.
Yeah, it's my favorite week of the year. Obviously, everybody looks forward to it. Big week, big game. It's going to be tons of fun, and get ready to prepare for this week. So.
Yeah, the onside kick. Taco had a comment that you had some funny words in the hands team huddle beforehand. You don't have to say what the word, but what was kind of the message, I guess, and take me through that whole moment there.
More just like you got to make the play when it comes to you. That was a championship play, and it could have been any of the 11 guys on the field. So you just got to be confident, and obviously you're a little nervous after we just gave up an onside. So it's like everyone's just got to calm down, focus on doing their job in that moment, and make the play for whoever it came to, and ended up coming to me.
I guess kind of throughout that entire fourth quarter, obviously you guys are on the field a lot. They scored a few times. What's kind of going through your mind as all that is happening? Davis making that comeback.
Yeah, I felt like we controlled the game for the most part, probably 55 minutes of it, and they made some plays at the end, but a lot of it was due to our execution and missed tackles and stuff like that. And so we got to be able to just weather that storm and get off the field. And they did end up scoring a couple times, but we were ultimately able to get a stop at the end. So that was the most important.
Yeah, McCade getting that pick, I guess. Yeah. Just seeing him do that, make another play this season, I guess how special is that?
Yeah, it's awesome. McCade works so hard, prepares his butt off every week, and plays hard. Made a ton of plays for this team throughout the year, so it was just right for him to close that game out for us.
It's going to be your senior day this Saturday on top of it being Cat Grizz. When you reflect back on these past 5-6 years, just kind of what stands out to you? What has this all meant to you?
Yeah, it's meant the world to me. Just be fortunate enough to get an opportunity to come to Bozeman and be with some of my best friends that I'll have forever, and build these relationships throughout the years, and be able to learn from guys like Troy, like Cal, like Ty, being able to see them and how they've gone about it and try to emulate that, and then being able to come up through the program with guys like Brody and Tommy and Marcus and all these buddies of mine that have been here for so long. We've been through so much and worked so hard, and it's just fun being able to have some success our senior year, and just got to stay in the moment though, and take advantage of every opportunity that we get, because there's a few left. So
yeah, this class seems really special. 23 of you guys. What's the legacy you hope you leave?
I think that these guys, everyone plays for each other. I feel like this is a super tight class, and I think we're tight because of what we've gone through. There's been some struggles here. There's been some highs. There's been some lows. Everybody's put their head down and grinded through it all, and continually try to get better every year. And I think that we took pride in the senior class of trying to make this one of the best seasons ever, and just going 1-0 every week, and working hard, coming together, and trying to lead this team and do everything we can.
You captured a piece of the Big Sky Conference title. Obviously, there's bigger goals, but how do you, as one of the big time leaders for the team, make sure everybody's focused, ready to go this week?
Yeah, I don't think it's too hard for this week. I think everybody's pretty locked in. Obviously, that was a big win last week, but yeah, everyone was pretty excited in the locker room. I think we were more excited to get to this week and be able to play for a trophy that means a little bit more to us. That's a great Divide trophy. We need to get that thing back to Bozeman. So.
Similar to last year, you guys have a chance for the outright conference championship. So what do you take from last year's week in that game that will maybe help you in this week?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of hype around last year's game, and the moment was very big, and both teams were playing for that outright championship. And so this week we just need to get back to our process that we've done every week, go 1-0 every week, and do it a little bit better this week, and prepare a little bit harder, and that'll help us go out and execute a little bit better. And I believe that if we prepare the right way, we go out and execute the right way, and play the right way, that we should be able to get it done.
I was thinking this morning, does that want to know phrase, is there a specific story you remember of like someone formulating that? How did that kind of happen this offseason?
Yeah, I guess we think back to January. Coach Vigan brought us up before winter conditioning, and his two main messages to the team was going 1-0 every day and emptying the tank. So, in winter conditioning, doing everything that you could do to make yourself a little bit better that day, whether it's in the weight room, getting enough sleep, eating right, doing a little bit extra, trying to get out on the field and doing a little bit extra, and just kind of builds off itself and carries on throughout the summer and fall camp and into the season. And it's more about just staying in the moment, being in the present, and winning that moment instead of worrying about what's ahead and what's in the future. Because all we can control is what we can control. So
you guys went from being up 38 to suddenly you got a 2-point conversion. You win Big Sky champions, but obviously wanting the outright and having this huge game coming up. So I can only imagine the kind of swing of emotions that's provided. But how would you describe kind of just how you guys have processed the last 48 hours or so and going into this huge game coming up?
Yeah, some days used to get back and watch the film, learn from it, see what we did good, see what we did wrong, try to correct it. Have meetings this morning, and then once we hit the practice field this morning, it's onto our next opponent. So I thought we did a good job of that. Everyone's been focused, and not having a hangover after a win like that is a big deal. And so resetting on Monday and getting ready to go this week, and with it being such a big week, I feel like it's pretty easy for us.
What did you guys learn most from last year's game and just previous Cat games that you've been a part of?
Just not let the moment get too big. Go out and execute and do your job.
Taco was named Special Teams Player of the Week. I know obviously on the punt return team. What did you remember about that play and just seeing him take one back for a touchdown?
Well, I think we had 10 people on the field, so that wasn't a huge advantage for us. So we got, Taco's one of those guys that we talk about it all the time. Everyone's got to make their blocks, but Taco can make people miss. And so he made a few guys miss. Some guys hit some huge blocks, and then he finally outran the punter, so I was happy for him.
Well, you really celebrated with him in the end zone. You hit his helmet. Did you kind of say anything to him?
I was pretty pumped. I didn't realize I hit him that hard. I kind of saw that after the game, and they were like, "Oh, you smacked him." I got a little excited, but no, we were just pumped. That's obviously a big time play. We talked about it all week that special teams is going to be a big impact in that game, and were we going to let that be advantage for us or be against us? And so Taco goes out and does what he does and makes a huge play for the Bobcats.
When you think back, you're a Mozilla guy, Sentinel guy, coming over here. It's been an obvious pipeline to Sentinel to here now. What is this game? What does this rivalry kind of mean to you since you've been here?
Yeah, it means the world to me. Just being able to represent the state of Montana and being able to represent Montana State University has been the biggest blessing in my life. And so I look forward to it every single year, and I try to cherish that opportunity every single day, and I try to attack every day, trying to make myself better and ultimately be a good representation of this team and this program and this university. And so, that gets highlighted in this rivalry week, but I think all year that we're focused on trying to get better every day and really represent ourselves in the right way.
When we talk to guys like Adam and Zach Cruz, they tell us how much they looked up to you. Now to see kind of their success, what's that like as someone who's mentored them in a way?
Yeah, I love it. Just seeing those guys. I've known Adam since we were little kids, got to know Cruz throughout high school. Those guys had a ton of success in high school. It was fun watching them, and so I'm just super glad that they came over here. And they're both really good people that do things the right way, and they work their butts off. And I think that fits exactly what this program is about, is coming in here, earning it, doing stuff the right way, and ultimately it's paying off on the field for them. So I'm super happy to see those guys have success.
Coulter, what do you got? Hey Rylan, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, just a couple for me. First of all, how would you describe just the way that Coach Vegan and the coaching staff prepare you during weeks like this and also just throughout the season?
I think Coach Vegan and the staff do a great job of, obviously realizing how big of games that we're playing in, but we also have a great process set in place. So we don't need to reinvent the wheel this week. Coach Vegan's message to the team this morning was, we need to get back, do our process, do what we do, and do it a little bit better this week. And that's the goal every week, right? Is just to do what we do a little bit better, find something to improve on. And so they do a good job of just resetting every week and getting us ready.
Chris, offense, I know you probably haven't looked at it much, but a good 1-2 punch at running back, also explosiveness on the outside, so how you just sort of evaluate initially what Montana does offensively.
Yeah, they've had some success running the football this year. Obviously, their running back was Jerry Rice last year, so he's got some talent. They got talent on the outside, and they got a couple quarterbacks that are very talented and can operate that offense at a high clip at times. So yeah, we're gonna have to be able to tackle, get off blocks, and ultimately just execute our game plan on Saturday.
You guys, front seven got banged up a while ago, but you've been operating with some of these other guys in there, and it seems like it's gone well and they've gotten better. So how would you just evaluate the front seven since guys like Blake and Danny went out?
Yeah, those are big losses. Obviously, you don't want to see guys like Blake and Danny go down in their senior season, but that's also football. And it's just a next man up mentality that we have over here, and we're able to build depth throughout spring ball and fall camp by how many reps we take. And this season, we've been super fortunate to get guys in at the end of the games and to get game reps. There's nothing like that. Those are priceless. So I think that has prepared us for this moment, and those guys are all stepping up and doing a great job and learning as they go.
And Tommy Willott leading you guys into this battle one last time. Just your thoughts on him and the way he's been able to sort of guide your team these last couple of years.
Yeah, it's been a ton of fun watching Tommy lead this team ever since he took over in 2021. You know, he does a great job just being a leader. He does everything right, you know, off the field, whether it's in the classroom, the meeting rooms, weight room, nutrition-wise. So I think everybody knows that Tommy is going to be prepared every single week, and he's gonna give it everything that he's got. He's going to sacrifice for this team. He's going to sell out for us. So it's easy to get behind a guy that does that day in and day out.
And last thing, sometimes we see Montana guys in this game have like superhuman performances, right? Like Josh Hill a couple years ago, Brayton Conkle had one like that too. Why do you think that is, and how do you sort of channel that for your last game?
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of motion in this game, and guys like to play with a ton of passion. But I don't think that's what you can think about. You know, you got to think about doing your job and playing within the game plan and playing for your teammates, and plays will come. So I think, you know, those guys will probably tell you the same thing if you ask them, that they were just doing their job, and when you do that, plays are going to be made.